Imagine it's the late 1980s. Turbochargers are taking over Europe. American manufacturers are still building massive V8 powered machines. Japanese automakers are beginning to prove they can compete with the best sports cars in the world. And then Honda introduces a small, affordable economy car. On paper, it shouldn't have become a legend. It wasn't the fastest car of its era. It wasn't the most expensive. It wasn't marketed as an exotic supercar. Yet decades later, the Honda Civic EF remains one of the most beloved Hondas ever built. A car that continues to dominate racetracks, car meets, autocross events, and social media feeds around the world. This is the story of the Honda Civic EF, the lightweight hero that helped create Honda's performance legacy and became one of the most influential tuner cars in automotive history. To understand why the EF Civic became such a legend, we first need to travel back to the 1980s. Honda had already built a reputation for engineering excellence. The Civic had earned worldwide praise during the fuel crises of the 1970s thanks to its reliability and efficiency. The company was growing rapidly and proving that small Japanese cars could compete against established manufacturers from America and Europe. However, Honda wanted more than just a reputation for building practical transportation. The company wanted to demonstrate its engineering superiority. Honda engineers believed that performance wasn't simply about horsepower. Performance was about efficiency. Performance was about precision. Performance was about making a car lighter, smarter, and more responsive. This philosophy would become the foundation of the EF Civic. In 1987, Honda unveiled the fourth generation Civic. Known internally as the EF chassis, it represented a massive leap forward from previous Civic generations. At first glance, the car looked futuristic for its time. The boxy designs of earlier Civics were gone. In their place was a sleek aerodynamic body with smooth lines, large glass areas, and a low drag coefficient. Honda's designers focused on maximizing interior space while minimizing weight and aerodynamic resistance. The result was a vehicle that looked modern, efficient, and surprisingly sporty, but the real magic was hiding underneath the body. The EF Civic introduced one of the most important suspension designs in Honda history. Instead of using a simpler setup common among economy cars, Honda equipped the EF with fully independent double wishbone suspension on all four corners. This was extraordinary. Many sports cars of the era didn't even have suspension this advanced. Double wishbone suspension allowed each wheel to move independently, providing better grip, superior handling, and more predictable behavior during aggressive driving. The car could attack corners with confidence that few economy cars could match. This suspension layout would later become a hallmark of Honda's performance vehicles and play a major role in the success of future icons like the Integra and NSX. Drivers immediately noticed the difference. The EF felt nimble, it felt alive, it felt connected. Every steering input produced an immediate response. Every corner became an opportunity for fun. Today, many performance cars weigh over 1,500 kilograms. Some even approach 2 tons. The EF Civic came from a completely different philosophy. Depending on the model, an EF Civic weighed roughly between 850 and 1,000 kilograms. That's lighter than many modern compact cars by several hundred kilograms. This low weight transformed everything. Acceleration felt stronger, braking distances improved, fuel economy increased, handling became razor sharp. The car didn't need massive horsepower to be exciting, it simply needed a willing driver. This lightweight philosophy remains one of the primary reasons enthusiasts still adore the EF today. Even by modern standards, the power-to-weight ratio can feel surprisingly entertaining. Honda offered the EF Civic with several engine options depending on market and trim level. Some versions focused on economy, others focused on performance, but all shared Honda's commitment to reliability and engineering excellence. The base models came with efficient 4-cylinder engines designed to provide excellent fuel economy while remaining durable enough to withstand years of abuse. These engines helped make the Civic one of the most practical vehicles available. However, enthusiasts were interested in something else, the performance variants, and that's where things became truly exciting. One of the most desirable EF models was the Civic Si. This version introduced higher revving engines, sportier suspension tuning, improved brakes, and a more aggressive appearance. Unlike many manufacturers that relied on large displacement engines, Honda focused on extracting maximum performance from smaller engines.